top 5 women sprinters in the world, 2026 season, up to June 2026. Women's sprinting in 2026 is experiencing one of its most competitive eras in recent memory. The battle for supremacy is no longer dominated by a single athlete. Instead, several world-class sprinters are pushing each other to extraordinary performances across the 100 meters and 200 meters. Olympic champions, world champions, rising stars, and Diamond League winners are colliding almost every week, creating rivalries that are defining the sport's new generation. Number 5. Amy Hunt, Britain's rising challenger. No female sprinter has improved her global status more dramatically in 2026 than Amy Hunt. She broke the 11-second barrier with a superb 10.97 and followed it with strong Diamond League performances, including runner-up finishes behind the world's best. Hunt is no longer a promising prospect. She is now a genuine contender on the international stage. For years, Amy Hunt was known as a future star. In 2026, the future arrived. Every race has brought new confidence, new speed, and new belief. She may not yet be the favorite, but she is becoming impossible to ignore.
Improved her national record indoors as well. And talking of improvements, Amy Hunt, brilliant performance at the weekend, going under 11 seconds for the first time in her career, 10.97 today. The brilliant college, she preferred the 100 to the 200. She absolutely hated running 200 meters, but now enjoys both. And Amy Hunt is likewise so proficient over both 1 and 2. And so delighted. Had a quick chat with her yesterday about that sub-11 at the weekend. Dina Asher-Smith was on the original start list here to be in Oslo, but decided not to do the Scandi double. So Van der Weyken goes in 3. Hunt, there, right of picture, goes in 4. Alfred, the Olympic champion, in 5, with Hobbs in 6. Women's 100 meters. Great start from Van der Weyken. Also going well is Julien Alfred. Amy Hunt's got a little bit of work to do, but she comes good in the latter stage of the race. But it's Julien Alfred stretching away. The Olympic champion has got this done. Keep an eye on the top. 10.75 with a very strong tailwind. Well, we had said that it was swirling around and it was behind them, so it's an illegal wind. 10.76, but a win is a win. And Alfred, who was the red-hot favourite, you have to say, for this 100 metres race, delivers. And maybe those strides in the hotel corridor this morning will have warmed her up very nicely. Amy Hunt coming through for second, and she's done it again, Hannah, back-to-back sub-11 showings for...
Number 4. Tina Clayton, Jamaica's new sprint hope. For years, Jamaica searched for the next great sprint queen. In 2026, Tina Clayton has continued her rise into the sport's elite ranks. She remains among the world's fastest women and has consistently challenged Alfred and Jefferson-Wooden in major Diamond League races. Her ability to combine explosive starts with fearless racing has made her a regular podium contender. The legacy of Jamaican sprinting is enormous. Tina Clayton carries that weight with confidence. Young, fearless, and improving with every race, she looks increasingly like the next athlete capable of restoring Jamaica's dominance in the women's 100 meters.
Tina Clayton has, still only 21. As I said, the two twins, incredible, and they kind of seesaw, don't they? Tina's just a brilliant athlete in her own right, but Tia now running very well, has got one of the quickest times in the world this year. This is Lavanya Williams, silver medalist from the World Championships in Tokyo. Just need the crowd to quieten down a little bit. They're quite quiet at the start, but not elsewhere.
Serve.
Couple of twitches at the start, Smith in particular, but look at this. Tina Clayton's got out very quick indeed. Dosso's been completely left. It's going to be Clayton moving away from everybody else. This is going to be an easy win. Is it going to be quick? 10.85. Another excellent performance from Clayton. Was going to start as the favourite there. And she'll be pleased not only to have won, but she's just pipped the season's best of her twin sister as well by a few hundred.
Number 3, Gabby Thomas, the queen of the curve. No woman has run faster over 200 meters this season than Gabby Thomas. In June, the Olympic champion stormed to a world-leading 21.70 seconds, one of the fastest times of her career. After missing much of 2025 due to injury, Thomas has returned looking stronger than ever and once again appears capable of dominating the half-lap event. Some sprinters explode from the blocks. Gabby Thomas wins races on the bend. As others strain for speed, she seems to glide. In 2026, the elegance remains, but now it is paired with devastating form that has restored her place among the world's elite.
Track, and here it is. Deja Stevens is out in 9, favour of Philly in 8, and that was Gabby Thomas, the Olympic champion. Such an important figure for global athletics and American athletics. But this is a race and a half. She's got Cambrea Sturgis just inside her. They've both gone inside 22 seconds this year. Thomas, absolutely majestic. 21.89 in Nairobi at the Kipkeino Classic. She's had a 10.95 at altitude this year, but on her inside, Sturgis, who's also gone inside 22 seconds, and she won Rabat in fantastic fashion. So then it's Kayla White in 5, Prandini in 4, running very well, getting back to something like her best. 4 global semi-finals for Prandini. Watch for Maria Maxwell as well in lane 4. She's a fantastic youngster, and I think she could produce something very special here today, because she's run 22.44 this year into a -2 meter headwind. Asante Moore, the excellent Jamaican, in 2, and Jemima Joseph, European finalist, will be on the left for France. But all eyes on Gabby Thomas, 3rd from the outside in 7. But watch for Sturgis, who's also gone inside 22 seconds this season. This could be fast. Well, what a race with which to come back to the United States. And Thomas is under pressure here. This is a really stellar field, and she's having to drive all the way here. 21.70. Wow.
Number 2, Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, the world champion fighting back. The reigning world champion remains one of the fastest women on earth. Jefferson-Wooden opened her Diamond League campaign with a victory in Stockholm, running 10.84. She also sits among the world's fastest performers of 2026 and has repeatedly challenged Alfred in the season's biggest races. Their rivalry is rapidly becoming the defining storyline of women's sprinting. Champions are not measured when they win. They are measured when they are challenged. Melissa Jefferson-Wooden enters every race carrying the target of a world champion. Every start is a battle. Every finish is a statement that she is still very much part of the sprinting throne.
A go. Well, Jefferson-Wooden was the real deal last year. Coached by Dennis Mitchell, based in Claremont in Florida. She won the 100 by a couple of meters at the World Championships, won the 200 by 3 meters in going away. And indeed, at 100 with a best of 10.61, Jefferson-Wooden in lane 5 is the 4th fastest athlete in history. She's 8th fastest at 200. She's a wonderful 100-200 performer. Hunt goes in 3 for Britain. Dosso, the world indoor champion, in 4. Jefferson-Wooden in 5. Dean Rasher-Smith, 3rd to left, in 6. Away they go. Really good start there from Jefferson-Wooden. She leads at the moment. They're trying to come back at her, but they're all falling behind. Good running on the inside from Van der Beken, but a really good win there. Comfortable win for Jefferson-Wooden. And I think it was that Amy Hunt that came through for 2nd place over on the far side. Really strong.
Number 1, Julien Alfred, the hunter who became the standard. In 2026, everyone is chasing Julien Alfred. The Olympic champion has carried her momentum into another remarkable season. She defeated Melissa Jefferson-Wooden in a highly anticipated Rome 200-meter showdown and continued her winning streak across the Diamond League circuit. Alfred has consistently produced world-class performances in both the 100 meters and 200 meters, demonstrating a versatility unmatched by any other female sprinter this year. Every generation has a sprinter who makes greatness look routine. In 2026, that athlete is Julien Alfred. Calm at the blocks, explosive through the drive phase, and untouchable in the final meters, she has transformed from Olympic champion into the woman every rival studies and fears.
And a bronze medalist on this track at the European Championships in 24. And Olympic champion Julien Alfred in great form, leading the world rankings. You can see that 21.86, not far off her personal best. That was a few weeks back, but is in great shape. Looking forward to her against the world champion Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. Became the first American woman to win the 100, the 200 and the relay gold medal at the World Championships last year in Tokyo. Incredible performance. Is she going to get the win here? Not far behind her last year. Silver medal went to Amy Hunt. Bit of a surprise, but Amy Hunt always had the talent at 200 meters. Has been running very well at the shorter distance. Technical meetings held the day before. There's always arguments, managers, agents, coaches kind of go, and sometimes it all slots in. Everybody gets the lane they want. I'm just wondering whether that's where Alfred would like to be. Anyway, she's in lane 8, Jefferson-Wooden in lane 7, Amy Hunt in lane 6, Battle in 5, Dina Asher-Smith in 4. Women's 200 meters. Oh, Melissa Jefferson-Wooden got a cracking start. Julien Alfred just lost a yard or so into that top bend. Amy Hunt struggling to stay onto those two. Dina Asher-Smith, as ever, running a decent bend, but so is Battle. But then out in front, it's Julien Alfred. Jefferson-Wooden trying to run her down, but she's not going to catch her because Julien Alfred continues to go away. Let's watch the clock. It's going to be very quick. 21.93. Plus 1.3 legal time. Thought it might even be a bit quicker than that, the way they were going. Those two were so far ahead of everybody else. And Julien Alfred stays out there on top. Never get too much emotion from her, do you? You always sometimes wonder whether she's actually enjoying this. I'm sure she is, because that was a big win for her. Jefferson-Wooden coming out and saying, okay, let's have a go. We know that Julien Alfred didn't have the season she wanted last year. She's talked about that. She said, I've come back this year. I feel as though I'm pulling it all together really well. Jefferson-Wooden had such a phenomenal 2025, but she starts this year with a defeat to Alfred.
The 2026 women's sprint season has delivered one of the most exciting battles in track and field history. Julien Alfred currently leads the rankings with remarkable consistency across 100 meters and 200 meters events, but she is constantly challenged by world champion Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. Gabby Thomas dominates the 200 meters with world-leading speed, while Tina Clayton continues to rise as Jamaica's next sprint star. Amy Hunt completes the top 5 with a breakthrough season full of personal bests. Together, they're shaping a new era of women's sprinting defined by rivalry, depth, and explosive performances at every major championship and Diamond League meeting.